Namaste students, welcome to mathematics session. Last class we were in the chapter direct and inverse variation and we have completed till value based questions solving. Today we'll continue the class from solving brain teasers. So first question, A mean. Tick the correct option. A question, both x and y are in direct proportion. Both x and y are in direct proportion, then 1 by x and 1 by y are. You can observe here children, here given was x and y and they are in direct proportion. And the question is asked 1 by x and 1 by y. It's nothing but the reciprocal of x and y, right? Still are they in direct proportion or in inverse proportion? Neither in direct nor in inverse proportion, sometimes in direct and sometimes in inverse variation, proportion. But keep remember children, here given is x and y are in direct proportion. So if their reciprocals are given, then also the constant will be in direct proportion only. So the answer will be the first option. That is in direct proportion. Next, second question. If two quantities x and y vary inversely. So two quantities given are x and y and they vary inversely with each other. Then x by y remains constant or x plus y remains constant or x minus y remains constant or fourth option xy remains constant. Yes, of course, correct answer is fourth option children because they vary inversely proportion. We know that in inverse proportion x into y equal to k where k is constant. So the answer is fourth option. Now the third question is both p and q vary directly. So here P and Q are given the two quantities and they vary directly with each other. When P is 10 and Q is 15, P value is 10 and the Q value is 15, then which of the following is not a possible pair of corresponding values of P and Q? So here two quantities are P and Q and they vary directly. We know that direct is nothing but the ratio will be the ratio will be constant, that is x by y equal to constant. So here for the P and Q what we get? So first is 10 by 15. 10 by 15 in the sense 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So we'll get the constant ratio is 2 by 3. Then check here, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20. So I'm getting the ratio here is 3 by 4. Means this can be. If I check for this 20 by 30, 20 by 30, 0 0 get cancels. I'm getting the constant ratio as 2 by 3. Whereas here the given question is itself the 2 by 3. And here 5 divided by 7.5. 7.5 is nothing but 75. And here 1 makes 0 in the numerator. Then 25 2s are 50, 25 3s are 75. So again I am getting the constant ratio is 2 by 3. So fourth answer is 2 by 3, third answer is 2 by 3, second answer is 2 by 3. Whereas the first option I am getting is 3 by 4. And here the question is not a possible pair of corresponding values. Therefore the answer is first one, that is 15 and 20. So let me move to fourth question now. Fourth question. If x and y vary directly with each other and x equal to 24, what is y when constant variation is 3? So here given is direct variation, that is vary directly. So vary directly we know that x by y equal to k where k is constant. X value is given 24 and the y value asked to find and the constant variation is given 3. So if I cross multiply, then we'll get y equal to 24 by 3. 3 ones are 3 8s are. Then I got the y value is 8 and the value of 8 is in third option. So third option is the right answer. So let me go with the E question. Fifth question, which of the following quantities vary inversely? So here given vary inversely means one increases, the other get decreases. Decreases with each other. So the first question given is distance travelled and cab fare. So if we cover the more distance, then the cost or the amount to be given for the cab driver is more. So both are in increasing. If they are decreasing, if the distance travelled is decreasing, then cab fare also decreases. So this is the case of direct variation. Then area of a land and its cost. So if the land increases, its area increases, then its cost also gets increased. And the third, number of workers and amount of work done. This is also the same case of direct variation. Next, now number of workers and time taken to finish a job. So work and the time has come. So this is the case of inverse variation. And the question is asked very inversely. So fourth option is the right answer. B mean answer the following questions. First one, L varies directly as M. So here given direct variation, that is x by y equal to k, where k is constant. But here given variables are L and y, L and M. So L by M equal to k. But here given L varies directly as M and L is equal to 5. So the value of L equal to given 5 when M is equal to 2 by 3. But what is the L value when the M value is given 16 by 3? So I can write L1 by M1 equal to L2 by M2. And since it is given directly, therefore this is the formula. So 5 by 2 by 3 equal to L by 16 by 3, which implies denominator of denominator goes to numerator. 5 into 3 by 2 equal to L into 3 by 16. Then this 3 get cancels. 2 1s are 2 8s are 16. Then 8 5s are 40. So L equal to 5 8s are 40. So the value of L equal to 40 when the M is equal to 16 by 3, when L and M are given very directly. So this is how we need to solve, children. Now let me move to B question. B question. A bowler throws a cricket ball at a speed of 36 km per hour. How long does this ball take to travel a distance of 20 meters to reach the batsman? So solving the question, here the speed is given. Speed is equal to 36 km per hour and the distance is given 20 meters. So the distance here is in meter, whereas the speed is in kilometer per hour. So first let us convert this kilometer per hour to meter per second. So 36 into, we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters divided by 1 hour is nothing but 3600 seconds. So 0000, 2 5s, 2 1s, 2 8s, 18 1s, 18 2s, 36. So which equal to 5 into 2 is 10 meter per second and the distance is 20 meters. So and asked how long does this ball take to travel a distance of 20 meters to reach the batsman, which is nothing but the time. So we know that speed is equal to distance by time, then time is equal to distance by speed. Distance is 20 meter and the speed is 10 meter per second. So 0 0 get cancels, which equal to 2, and here the speed is converted in meter per second, therefore the time will be 2 seconds. So time taken is 2 seconds. Third question given, sweets from a packet were distributed among 50 children and each of them received 4 sweets. If it is distributed among 40 children, how many sweets will each child get? So here the two quantities are the number of children and the another one is the number of sweets distributed to each child. So these are the two quantities. One is number of students and the other is number of sweets. So when there were 50 students and the sweets distributed, each child will receive 4. When there are 40 students, then from the same packet, then do the child gets more than 4 sweets or less than 4 sweets when the number of children gets reduced. So of course they get more than 4. So here the number of students are decreased and the number of sweets received by each child is getting increased. One decreasing and the other increasing is nothing but inverse variation. So hence, or here, this is the case of inverse variation. Inverse variation. Therefore, for the formula we have for the inverse variation is x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. Yes, product of numbers, that is 50 into 4 equal to x2 is 40 and the y2 we do not know, so the y2 can be considered as a. Then 40 and a are under multiplication, changes to division equal to a. Then 0 0 get cancels, 4 4 get cancels, then the value of a equal to 5. Hence each child receives each child receives 5 sweets. So fourth question, if y is directly proportional to 1 by x and x equal to 2 when y equal to 20, what is the value of x when y equal to 1.25? So here the proportion given is directly. So let me make the table here. So first is y and the next is 1 by x. The value of y equal to 20 when x equal to 2 and the value of, so x equal to 2 means I can take 1 by 2 and find the value of x when y is 1.25, and here given is direct proportion, that is x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. So which implies in place of x1 we have 20 and in place of y1 we have 1 by x, which is nothing but 1 by 2 equal to, in place of x2 we have 1.25 and in place of y2 let us assume 1 by a. Then cross multiplying, 1 by 2 into a equal to 1 by 2, here small changes children, 1 by a into 20. 1 by a into 20 equal to 1 by 2 into 1.25. Then 1 by a equal to 1 into 1.25 divided by 2 into 20. Since here the value of x is that, so I'll go for the reciprocal. A by 1 is nothing but 2 into 20 divided by 1 into 1.25. Then a equal to 2 into 20 into 100 divided by 125. Because after decimal point we have two numbers, so 2 zeros in the numerator. Then 25 5s are 125, 25 4s are 100, 5 1s are 5 4s are 20. Then a equal to 4 4s 16, 16 2s are 32. That is x value is x equal to 32. I mean 1 by x equal to 32. So let me go with the equation. So equation, if L is inversely proportional to square root of m and L equal to 6 when m equal to 4, what is the value of m when L equal to 4? So here clearly given the proportion is inversely, that is product of two numbers is equal to constant. So let me take it directly. L into root m is equal to the another one, that is x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. So x2, that is L value is 4, then we need to find the m value, right? That is root m value, right? L value, we know that the first case L value is given 6 into root m is nothing but root 4 equal to 4 into root m. Then 6 into, we know that root 4 is nothing but 2 equal to 4 into root m. Then 2 2s are 2 1s are 2 1s are 2 3s are. Then I got 3 is equal to root m. But here he asked only the m value, not the root m value. If I want to get this root m to be cancelled or should be transposed, as we have learnt in exponents and powers, square root moving to either side becomes square. That is 3 square equal to m, then m equal to 9. This is the value of m. So how we did question number E, same thing we can do for even question number D to reduce the steps, children. So this is about the first question, A and B mean from the brain teasers. Let me move to second question now. Second question, determine from the values of x and y given below whether they vary directly, inversely or in neither of these ways. So here xy given, one is 12, 9, 3, 36, 27, 4, 6, 18, 2, 54. So he clearly did not give whether they vary directly or inversely. That we need to check and confirm the table is varying directly or the table is varying inversely or neither of these ways. So we know that to go for direct variation, we know that x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2, or we can go with x by y equal to k, that is constant. So let me check directly first. 12 by 9. 12 by 9. 3 4s are 12. 3 3s are 9. So I am getting the answer here is 4 by 3. If I go for next, 3 by 36. 3 by 36, 3 1s are 3 1s are 3 2s are. So 1 by 12. So here clearly I can say that 4 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 12. Right? Means not directly. Not directly. So let me check with the inversely, that is x into y equal to k, that is constant. So first is 12 into 9, which equal to 108. Then 3 into 36. 6 3s are 18, 3 3s are 9, 10, yes 108. Next 27 into 4. 7 4s are 28, 4 2s are 8, 10, 108. The next 6 into 18. 8 5s are 48, 6 are 48, 6 1s are 6 plus 4, 10, 108. Next is 2 into 54, which equal to 108. So all the resulting answer is giving same, right? For which when x into y equal to k. X into y equal to k comes for inverse variation. So here x into y is equal to constant, which is 108. Therefore table is varying inversely. Is varying inversely. Like this you check for second question, children. That is second means second sub question. Now I'll go for third sub question. So here the third table is ready, children. 2 by 2, 10, 9, 45, 7, 35, 4, 20, 5, 15. So first let me check for the direct variation, that is x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2, which we can call other way as x by y equal to k, where k is constant. So taking with the first x1 and x2, x1 and y1, I can go with 2 by 10, 2 1s are 2 5s are 10, which equal to 1 by 5. Let me go with another 9 by 45. 9 1s are 9 5s are 45, that is 1 by 5. Then 7 by 35. 7 1s are 7 5s are 1 by 5. Then 4 by 20. 4 1s are 4 5s are 1 by 5. Next 5 by 15. 5 1s are 5 3s are 1 by 3. So here the small correction, children, it is not 5 by 15, it are 3 5s are 15. So again I am getting the ratio 1 by 5. That is the constant is equal to 1 by 5. So here x1 by y1 equal to k satisfies, which implies given table is direct variation. This is how we need to solve, children, to check whether the table is direct or inverse variation. So second sub-question is homework, children, that you need to do by your own. Okay, this completes today's class. Okay, again we'll continue our class by solving from third question from the brain teasers. Thank you, children. Have a nice day. Thank you.